idea is that music let us find out that we're all hacked by it, that it's essentially, it blinds us together, but without literal meanings behind it, and that we should listen more, just everyday life, more like music, that it reminds us to really listen more empathetically with ourselves and our surroundings. That because there's different modes of listening and communications that I think if we emulate that in the everyday life, with like how we listen to music, it would be a wonderful thing. So.
Yeah.
So on my side, I like how Manway brings out like the deep philosophical perspective on music, and on my side, I was working more with the technology, which is very down to earth and right here what we're doing. And we talked about this project, and the idea that I brought to the table was using the gestures that Manway does while he's dancing and beatboxing, using those same gestures to affect the sounds that he's making.
I think there's huge connection between how the technology, the gesture of movement with the sound that I made with my mouth and my musical imagination at the time, because a lot of it is kind of improv, and I think there's huge connection between that with the idea that I expressed in the talk, that if we can all dance to our own music, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what people think you're listening to, or it doesn't matter what people think you shouldn't feel a certain way. Because all we need to do is just dance to our own music, our own sound, and we can listen empathetically with ourselves and others, and that's all we need. Because we in this world, a lot of time we try to find problems, and we have to engage the critical sides of our minds and to look for problems to solve them. But with all this technology, are we more happy now than before, like centuries before? Probably not. So maybe we can balance both sides a little bit instead of being so critical, and and trying to keep balancing ourselves in the hedonistic adaptation, like always balance. Oh, we are on a happy high, and then we have to look for something more on this constant search, and whereas we could be content with the moment also.